What is up? Carrie Chronic here today, and today we're going to do one suggested by one of you guys. This one is George Carlin on death. And let's hop into it. Died in 2008. Hey, he's been dead for almost 11 years now.
So you know what I've been doing? Going through my address book and crossing out the dead people. You do that? That's a lot of fun, isn't it? Gives you a good feeling. Kind of gives you a feeling of power. A superiority to have outlasted another old friend.
Damn.
But you can't do it too soon, you know? You
That's
can't
kinda
do it
harsh.
too soon. You can't come running home from the funeral and get the book out, you know, and be looking through it. You
like,
can't
hell
do
yeah.
that. A little time has to pass. You have to let a little time go by. I have a rule of thumb, 6 weeks.
6 weeks?
If you're a friend of mine and you're in my book and you die, I leave you alone for an extra 6 weeks. 6 extra weeks in the
Long
book
enough.
on the house, it's on me. Now, speaking of dead people, there are things we say when someone dies. Most of us say, a lot of us do, things we say that no one ever questions. They just kind of go unexamined. Give you a couple examples. After someone dies, the following conversation is bound to take place, probably more than once. Two guys meet on the street. Hey, did you hear? Phil Davis died. Phil Davis? I just saw him yesterday.
Yeah, you hear that one a lot.
Didn't help.
But yeah,
He
that
died
don't matter.
anyway. Apparently, the simple act of your seeing him did not slow his cancer down.
Yeah, apparently.
In fact, it may have made it more aggressive. You know, you could be responsible for Phil's death.
Oh.
How do you live with yourself?
Oh, you gonna put that shit on somebody?
Here's another thing they say after a death. This is usually said to the surviving spouse. Listen, if there's anything I can do, anything at all, please don't hesitate to ask. What are you going to do, a resurrection? This ain't the fucking New Testament, you know.
Ain't gonna do shit.
Why don't you tell a guy like that who wants to help? Oh, fine, why don't you come over this weekend? You can paint the garage.
Oh man, that would be a great
Bring your plunger, the upstairs toilet overflowed, and there's shit all over the floor up there.
They'd probably do it.
Do you drive a tractor? Good, that'll come in handy. The North 40 needs a lot of attention.
Damn.
Bring your chainsaw and your pickaxe. We're going to put your ass to work.
It's a good ass
Who
idea.
wants to help? Fuck 'em. Call us bluff. Call us bluff. Don't hesitate to ask. The nerve of these pricks.
Yeah, they know you're not gonna ask.
Here's another thing we say to the surviving spouse. I'm keeping him in my thoughts. Where? Where exactly in your thoughts does he fit?
Yeah.
In between my ass hurts from this chair and let's fuck the waitress?
Oh man. I don't know where memories are
What are your
stored in the brain.
priorities? We use a lot of euphemisms when we talk about death, you know? People say things like, you know, I lost my father. Ah, he'll turn up. You gotta stay optimistic with people like that.
Yeah.
Give them reason to hope. Have you checked the dumpster out back? They used to like to take a nap in there. Keep it upbeat.
Just be like, what the fuck?
Now, there's something else that is said after a death, but this one involves belief,
Oh yeah.
which is where I begin to have big problems.
Religion.
This one happens after the funeral, after the burial, back at the house. Back at the house, where the family and friends and the loved ones of the deceased are having some food and drink and enjoying some warm reminiscences of the person who passed away. Sooner or later, someone is bound to say the following, especially after a few drinks. You know, I think he's up there now, smiling down at us. And I think he's pleased.
Does that have to be said all the time?
Now, first of all, there is no up there.
Oh, so harsh.
For people to be smiling down from.
It's about that face. Oh god.
It's poetic, it's quaint, And I guess for superstitious people it provides a little comfort, but it doesn't exist. But if it did,
You'll be an asshole about it.
and if someone did somehow survive death in a non-physical form, I personally think he'd be far too busy with other celestial activities than to be standing around paradise, smiling down.
Yeah, probably wouldn't be doing any of that shit. It'd be creepy if he was too, right?
On live, people. What kind of a fucking eternity is that? And why is it no one ever says, I think he's down there now?
Oh.
Smiling up at us.
Nobody's gonna say that. Nobody's
Apparently
gonna
it
say
never occurs to people that their loved ones might be in hell. Your parents could be in hell right now. Your parents, your father for sure.
Damn.
Oh shit, hell is full of dads.
Nobody wants to hear
Full
that
of
shit.
dads. Even the ones who took you to the ball game. Just for beating the shit out of you once too often. And fucking the neighbor lady.
Oh.
And fucking the neighbor dog.
Yeah. That one.
And who
that
knows,
one's
maybe
fucked.
even fucking the UPS man.
UPS man.
We'll never know what mischief Dad was up to. Parents in heaven. Parents in hell, excuse me. Kind of gives me a nice feeling, you know?
Yeah.
Grandparents in
A lot of
hell.
harsh things make you feel
Picture
good.
that. Picture your grandmother in hell. Baking pies without an oven. And if someone were in hell, I doubt very seriously he'd be smiling.
Hell no.
I think he's down there now, screaming up at us. And I think he's in severe pain.
Yeah, screaming in agony.
Now, speaking of dead people in heaven, there are some people who not only believe that their dead parents in heaven can see them. Okay? Okay.
Just a little spasm there.
They honestly believe that their dead parents in heaven can help them. You've heard these people, I'm sure.
Definitely.
They honestly somehow believe that their dead parents in heaven can intercede with God on their behalf to gain favors for the living. I come from a Catholic home. I heard this shit. They
Yeah.
sit there in the chair with the fucking rosary and they look at you like this, you know, and they say, oh, my dad was looking out for me. He was looking out. I don't know how he got me out of that jam, but he got me
Yeah,
out.
I've heard a
Oh,
lot of that shit.
my mom was in surgery with me. She was in, I could feel her presence in there. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard
Fine. Like the people who die have nothing better to do than to run the heavenly branch of the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Oh shit.
Yeah. If people want to believe this kind of stuff, it's fine with me. Let them believe it. I don't want to disabuse anyone of their beliefs. But I have a question about this. A question that involves logic.
Yeah, people don't like that though. People,
Let's suppose it's true. Let's allow the proposition that somehow dead parents in heaven can help their living children. Fine. So, we got a family living on earth, father and mother and 4 kids. Family of 6. Good family, nice family, doing all the right things, having a good time, making all the right moves. And the parents go away on a weekend trip and get killed in an accident. And the children, of course, survive. So now, according to this theory, these 2 people go to heaven and they start helping their 4 living children. Helping them with everything they need. Helping them with their science projects, with their SAT scores. Helping them get a good school and get a nice job and get a promotion and a raise and someone to marry, and they all grow up. These 4 kids now grow up and have children of their own. And let's say that all 4 of these now grown children also die at the same time.
damn.
Just for the sake of argument. Let's say there's an explosion at Thanksgiving dinner.
Okay.
And these 4 die, but their children survive because they were seated at the children's table. So now, according to the theory, these four go to heaven and they start helping their living children. But what happens to the original two? What happens to the grandparents? Do they just go off duty now?
Yeah.
What do they do? Are there is there a
point.
retirement program up there? Are there some activities for these people? Shuffleboard, pinball, online poker? There must be something they can do. Or do they have to remain on duty indefinitely? Do they have to keep on helping their living descendants forever and ever and ever? Is that what heaven's all about, helping the living? When do you get to just lie back on a cloud and take a fucking harp lesson? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Good point. I've never thought of that. Well, yeah, this one is dope. That last statement that he made was like really cool. That was a thought I've never had. Like, at what point do they stop helping their relatives beyond them, or do they even continue helping them? It's a strange question, but a really effective way of pointing out the logic based around religion and those kinds of thought processes, which George Carlin is obviously really good at doing, especially when he goes off on the tangents about religion and stuff. But yeah, pretty interesting and pretty thought-provoking question he pretty much laid at the end. But for the hell of it, if this was a real question, like, of how long would a relative still take care of their family after, like, generations and generations go by, what do you guys think it would be? I think it would be after they didn't know any of them, or, like, had never met any of them personally. I think it would be like that, or they just wouldn't do it at all. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments section. Also, that'll be the one for today. If any of you guys got anything else to suggest to react to, let me know down in the comments section. Hit that like button. If you are new here, hit that subscribe button. I will see you in the next one. Peace.